The Daughters of St. Paul is an international congregation of women religious called to be evangelized with the means of communication to spread the gospel. This is an image of our founder, Blessed James Alberione. So at the turn of the century, between 1900 and 1901, 31st December, he was praying before the Blessed Sacrament for 4 hours. And he had this inspiration to have a group of people to use the means of communication to evangelize, to give the world the gospel message through these means. Besides working with the sisters in the media outreach, I also have been working with the young people. I was the ex-spiritual director of the Legion of Mary in NUS and NTU. I journey with young people who are discerning for their vocations. Now we are getting more involved in the digital media. And we also give media literacy workshop to the students in the school.
In 1994, we were celebrating the centenary of our co-foundress, So the congregation intended to open 12 houses, at least all over the world. And there were 4 sisters were meant to come here. Sister Lorenzina, the Italian sister, who had been here for a long, long time. She and then myself and then one Indian sister and one Japanese sister. People ask me, nowadays even, did you have much hardship coming here? And I said, no, I came home. There were all these type of big, beautiful surprises. Yeah. And I feel like the Lord provided many, many good things. Everything that was good, He provided.
Don't laugh at me. Hey. The first bookshop that we have at Violence Building in Middle Road, it was rented. So we decided not to really renovate, we do it ourselves. So we just got some shells and all that people want to throw out and just stick it, So it was really from, Bethlehem right up to, I don't know, it's like poverty kind of thing. Yeah, that bookshop was really, but it turns out to be very nice. Every year there is an international book fair, and it's at World Trade Center. And that was our first initiative in the marketplace. So it was a very fruitful experience there. The first experience for me in the International Book Fair, I was really very impressed.
Yeah, that was my really first experience with a major event with the sisters. And that was very good because I felt that we were able to be present to people of from all walks of life. So for the sisters to be present there, and that kind of attracted a lot of attention in a way. And from then I have been helping the sisters, and I reached a point where I felt that I don't want to just be helping the sisters because I want to embrace that mission for myself. I felt that this is where the Lord is inviting me to give myself through this way of evangelization. And that's how I entered the convent in the 2 years after the foundation.
As a daughter of St. Paul, I evangelize to the people, first of all, with the witness of my own life. Secondly, I work in the media center here. Our media centers are focal points of the apostolate. So I serve the people who come in here, not only with means of these books, but also people who need some words of consolation. And so I encounter all sorts of people here in this media center. I used to do a bit of media literacy with faith formation, telling them the importance of how we discern media, how media affects our life, and especially here in Singapore in a media-saturated society. Film retreats, I do it only once in a while. It is very interesting apostolate to do in our day-to-day living because we watch a lot of TV programs, we watch a lot of films as a source of entertainment. But I think more so how we can get the gospel values out from the films we watch.
We go to parishes, schools, and to offer talks. We did some retreats, like movie retreats, media education. We also have other stuff like exhibition, of course, because after we leave a place of evangelization, we have to ask ourselves, what do the people go on with when we left? So we have books to help them to continue their search for meaning in life, for spirituality, and for something to discover the inner voice, God's voice speaking to each one of us.
I also really love the Jurong Point outreach because that's where we get to carry out our mission of evangelization in a very secular setting, in a shopping mall of all places. This outreach is carried out in the season of Advent, and so our kiosk is filled with all sorts of books and nativities, and we get to tell people about the real meaning of Christmas.
And because I have a bit of background in broadcasting, broadcast journalism, and media production, I've had the joy of also doing various different audiovisual productions, including music CDs, catechetical and scripture videos, audio Bibles, and most recently audiobooks. And apart from publishing and media production, we also foster media literacy and media spirituality. So this also includes conducting film retreats.
So the sisters work evangelizing through with the new media. I guess maybe from that time I was exploring or seeing what sisters they were doing, it reminded me of Fu Ten Shin, who that time was like the man who was trying to use the black and white TV to share the faith on the mass media to reach the people. So I commend what the sisters are trying to do. In still trying to be, relevant in this ministry to really reach out to the people through faith in whatever media that is possible in this modern world. Yeah.
The works of the sisters provide a convenient, accessible way to share messages instantly with wide and diverse audiences, and also allowing them to reach out to more people than through traditional means. My contact with the Daughters of St. Paul have provided me with invaluable opportunities in my faith formation and also in my relationship with God.
So I'm always very happy, to come and help them, and it also helps us also basically to spend our free time, helping the sisters in running the bookshop. It helps me to be able to share with other people, parishioners about the books available at the Daughters of St. Paul.
I cannot remember clearly, but somehow or other I stumbled upon them when I think I went to a bookshop and met an Italian sister, Sister Lorenzina. So I began to enjoy going down to see her in the bookshop on Sundays when I went. Then after that I saw all the books. Of course I love books, so I saw quite happy to look at all the different type of books that were available. I believe very much in reading. I just think it's like so important and so necessary, especially today now. Now media has developed even further. And I mean, you do need the sisters to give a correct understanding so that when people read and they watch video clips or what have you, there is a deeper understanding. There's an awareness of being more connected to their interior self and how to make sense of it.
My appeal to the young people is continue to discern and journey with the community and really be open to where God is calling you. It might be with the sisters or not, but then definitely there is a way for God out there. Yeah.
For the Daughters of St. Paul's, for the 30th anniversary, I wish that they grow even, they'll be able to reach out to the wider audience of the parish in Singapore. Yeah. All right.
May all their efforts in evangelizing through their social media bring about positive transformation in the lives of those who encounter their messages.
Yes, I wish them all the very, very best, and I have great hopes and dreams that the Daughters of St. Paul will be like St. Paul. All his letters, his 14 letters, and how he's reached the whole world. You know, I don't know, when I think of them, Daughters of St. Paul, obviously the founder was like inviting them to be the fall today, right? And I think, yeah, I really wish them well and hope that they will continue to help Christians today to have a more rounded faith formation.
My hopes for the future, since we have started, our production of books as a first attempt to show our media apostolate in Singapore, and since this was very successful, we hope that we can continue to have this production apostolate, and hopefully that the people in Singapore will come to know us through our publications as well as through our personal visits to their families, to the parishes.
My wish and hope for the Daughters of St. Paul is that I live my Pauline vocation faithfully so that more young people may see the beauty of our Pauline vocation and mission.
My hope is to, in this technological age, is to truly live my vocation as a daughter of St. Paul to the fullest, and to be a true witness of Jesus Christ, who is the master of my life. And my vision is that many more young people will have the courage to respond to the call of God and to be a true witness of Jesus in this age and time.
My hope and wishes for the Daughters of St. Paul throughout the world is that we continue to be relevant in our mission in bringing the good news of God's love to people's lives. And in particular for Singapore, my hope and prayer is that there will be many young and faith-filled ladies open to God's call to be media apostles like us, bringing God's love through the media and through their very lives.
My hope for the Daughters of St. Paul is that we will continue to be faithful to the charism of our founder. And for the future, I hope that we will continue to explore new ways and means to evangelize, and especially in the new media, in the new digital world.
My hope is for more young women to hear and to answer the call to religious life and to join us in evangelizing through the media. I hope that they realize that this is where they can spend their gifts and energies, loving the Lord and one another. For them and for us, that together we may experience the joy of belonging completely to the Lord and offering ourselves totally to Him, so that all may come to know and to love Him, and that all may receive life in abundance as promised by the Lord.
When I first met the Daughters of St. Paul, we have no presence on the website. But now you have many tools, and every day new instruments of the media are evolving. So if today you hear God's voice calling you to serve those souls, especially those who are not familiar with who is Jesus Christ as their Savior and Lord, please take His call.